Good morning, good morning. If you can hear me, kindly type in the comment section. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Another beautiful Thursday. Is it Thursday or Wednesday? Wednesday. Kindly click on the like button and share. Give it to a friend that have not been part. And then we're going to look at what happened yesterday. Look at what we're looking at. Definitely we'll get into it today, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so what exactly are we looking at? So we'll do a bit of review of what happened yesterday, what we should have done right, and the projection of what I said yesterday. We're looking forward to a quite nice day this morning. Kindly click the like button once you join. That will be grateful. So we sort of like with 5 so far, so at least we should have the like to 4 or 5. Yeah, so yeah, so do share also to people who are also struggling, especially if you believe in the long-term work we're doing. Also, if you have any question, kindly put it in the comment section. That would be great. Put your comments in the comment section. That would be great. That would be great. Okay. All right. So we're looking forward for a great day. We're taking it easy, one step at a time. Good morning, wisdom. Right, so just respond to me. Good morning. I will say good morning to you by mentioning your name, and I think that we become a family now where we share ideas of the market, we learn, we ask questions, and then we keep it nice and slow. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Kenneth. Good morning, Perfection. It was a nice MP yesterday. Good morning, good morning. So there's one thing I've observed so far whilst doing the life is if you can stick to what we discussed, I don't think that you ever, not that you know make lapses. I don't think you will ever blow your account, but you build confidence in what you do. And for some time now, I think that all those probably that will come on, I probably will not say anything to me. Also hi. Also say hi. How you doing? Okay. So we're looking at I like Osu's phrase. Which signals are we in? Now currently we just we are about to analyze what happened yesterday, and then we'll look at what will happen today. And that's how we welcome on board anyway. So we stream every morning, 9 a.m. GMT sharp. We take it nice and easy. So currently we don't have a position, so we are not in a rush to have a position based on what market is doing. So there are a lot you'll be learning. Also you share what you already know. In the comment section, we discuss that also. So we have pretty much a good trade yesterday, but myself, I did not trade yesterday because what happened was that I had mentorship and coaching session. So the session closed at 11. So you guys knows that I left exactly 11. Some few minutes past 11 by 11. And then I had about 3 people. Each person is taking an hour each. So by the time I got to the second person, the news was already in, and I didn't bother to just leave them. So I managed to meet with 3 of them, and I came to say exactly what we were expecting the market to do. So if you watch the stream, this was exactly what we were talking about. Exactly what we were talking about. Because here we had an issue here. We had an issue here. We had this level that was an issue from Monday. It was an issue from Monday and Tuesday. So we just left it that way and said, listen, we're not going to deal with this level. And if we like watch, the same thing is happening again. So we have this side, and we just left it. So I'm just about diving straight into what exactly we should be doing. We'll look at lessons learned from yesterday and what we expect to do as well. And then our potential entry. So don't be moved by short sales, short buys, short moves, and then that. I really know that it does happen. subscribe button as well. Subscribe and click on the notification button. Are we live? We are live this morning. This morning we are live. Hi, Mama D. Okay, so I think that I have to do something with the audio. Oh, sorry, I was just checking something earlier on, and the audio, the volume was, I think it was a bit on the high side. Mama D, if the audio is okay, just type okay in the comment section. Oh, okay. Patrick, sorry. If it's okay now, just type okay. And once you are here, just click on the like button, please. We use the like button to dodge traffic on the internet. So the more the likes are, the more we go through, and then also the more. Okay. I did say the volume should be down a little bit, so I'm going to put it somewhere here. So from my device, Mama D, I have up to 7 blasts, and I'm now on 1, so that should be okay. It's either 1 or 0. So don't be in a rush to place any trade currently. Let's finish analyzing the market before you try to place any trade. I think so. Anyway, you are the best decision, so you take the best decision. But currently, I don't think you should be in a rush to place any trade on pound, yen, or on gold. Just take it easy. Let's analyze what happened yesterday. And if you've not liked the stream, just kindly click on the like button, subscribe. That wouldn't hurt. Subscribe and put on the notification button. Just click on subscribe and click on the notification button. That should be fine. Today, I'm getting one of our own. Being a guest on with me. He is, man, he kills the fundamental like crazy. He kills the fundamentals like crazy. For days now, we've been having a profession, which is a regular, let me say, panelist. Okay. So someone said, oh, Lennis, look at gold. Gold is just moving. Gold is moving. Where gold is, there's a tendency for it to, retrace, or the tendency for it to go up. Don't be in a hurry for that. Way it's now exactly 9:30. So that's the opening of a new candle. So we have to, do a bit of analysis before you jump into the market. Good morning, Stephen. Really appreciate you joining us. Okay. I've been looking at other currencies, how they are going to affect the market today. And we'll talk about pound yen. What will be the effect of pound yen today? It looks like pretty much not a lot of no question in the comment section. Everybody is taking it easy. But then let me ask, if you've traded the news, you traded news yesterday, just put it in the comment section. How did it go? Was it nice? What exactly happened? Just let me know how many pips that you made. Please, not the money, but the pips. Okay, now you know how many pips you've made. So maybe put it in the comment section. If you did not trade like myself, just say, no, I did not trade. Hi, good morning, Eric. Good morning. Oh, who is rushing for the buy on gold? Who is rushing for the buy on gold? Oh, Eric, how you all doing? Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm responding on behalf of everybody. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right. So, as I said earlier, let's wait for a while before we start looking for. Oh, so sorry. I've been talking for almost about 10 minutes with my microphone muted. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. So just waiting to get my guest online. He's going to share a lot of that on fundamentals. We've discussed that. And then also in the comment section, I think I read your message, profession without a microphone on. So I said I was in Gold buy in the morning, but out now, waiting for reaction around 1955. That's a quite distance from there. Okay. So we're waiting. So Eric says yes. Okay. So definitely yes to that as well. So do click on the like button. Do click on the like button. Just some few minutes, we dive down into straight analysis of the market. But if you have any other questions, we strive on questions and talk. So I do share everything for free. So once you ask a question, I'm not going to send you a bill. If I don't know, I don't know. If it's in the reach of Google, I will Google it and let you know. Okay. So what is happening in our space? What do you think about trading into the future? So I'd like us to, pass one or two comments of what you think about trading into the future. So what does it hold for us, especially with trading? Do you think there's going to be changes? Whilst we're waiting for certain things to appear, we've got roughly 17 minutes to 10. In our trading, we do a lot of things here. We look at the timing as well before jumping into the market. We also look at the candles also before doing we look at pure price action, like the dynamics of indicators. We also look at trend lines. We look at everything that but we just use the right tool at the right time. Okay, we don't gather all the tools together. So if anything, just put it in the comment section. That would be great. We'll be looking at that just a moment. So I think we're good to go. Okay. Good morning again to all of you. I think a profession says AI trading opportunity will be interesting. You know what? That's going to be an interesting topic if everybody will have to contribute to this. We are interesting days are ahead. Years back, let me put it, let's say 15 years back, with all this trading thing, it's quite new. So you know how to trade. Everybody regards you as the genius, and then that now you know how to trade. It's just clicking a button on your phone. Those days it's not on the phone. I quite remember there was a platform called the WHC platform. That's what I started with in London. Man, and you can just imagine knowing the in and out of all these things, clicking here, there. Now we have graphic interface that helps us to be able to, see things easily, understand what, and it's making it much interesting, especially with the new ones that are coming up. There are a lot of apps out there. So, for example, a lot of people are stuck, sort of thinking TradingView is only new app. No, there's a lot of them. You just haven't come across them. Most of them also right now, most of you trade directly from your MT4. So normally what I have, I personally have issues with that. Anytime I do my analysis on TradingView and I'm about placing a trade or place a trade on the MT4 and I'm using the MT4 to continue, I realize that sort of like I don't really understand. I have to go back to the TradingView, look at it. The MT4 is saying something different, TradingView is saying something different. So I just decided to pause. Listen, the whole thing is about placing buy and sell, isn't it? And analyze candlestick doesn't change. So my concentration is on, just using the simple tools and then placing trades on that. So AI. Do we think that there's a new software that is going to come? So trading software or trading platform, especially currently we have TradingView. Do we think that there will be a new one? If you already know some of them, let me know from the comment section. There was a time that I don't know if you guys actually have ever used what called Ninja Trade. Yeah, it's a chart was called Ninja Trade charts. Also, there are quite some charts out there, but not to jump ahead of you as well. And do we think so? The question says, cannot wait to use the Apple version Pro headset to trade. Oh goodness, you would need a monitor. It's all displays large screens before your eyes. Listen, I said this was going to come, and I was telling people that if you get to know the understanding of what technology is just basically the study to enhance us, okay, the study to enhance our performance, our human nature and everything. So there was a study that was actually done talking about the way we hold our phones, where we actually bend down our head and care for our body. So in the next 120 years, if that still continues, virtually we will all be bending down almost to 45 degrees down. So just, you're supposed to be straight up 90 degrees. So we're then definitely going to have a curvature of 45 degrees. And by the time you get to 90, 95, you're almost literally 35. So if you see the old men holding the stick and they are bent down 35 degree, holding the stick down, literally it's something that is way back from the bending of their curvature, their spinal cord curvature. All right. So that is going, so you say the phone is actually going to speed up that. So while the phone was going to speed up that, it was actually okay for them to devise a way that will keep us upright, just keep upright in that. Guess who is in the house? I've just paused what I'm saying. Guess who is in the house? Hello, Desmond. How are you doing?
Lennis. I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
I can hardly hear you.
I'm doing good. I'm doing great, sir. I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes. It's loud and clear. Better now. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I'm doing very great.
Good.
And I'm excited this morning.
You're excited this morning. What happened yesterday? We discussed.
Yeah.
Listen, before we talk about yesterday,
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So before I was just talking about this technology thing, and then a professional actually talk about the Apple Pro, Vision Pro, and I said this years back that we're going to have devices that comes in the form of spectacle. I think I mentioned it with some friends, and then it's like, what is it? Because I saw some research that have been done, and technology companies are really going into the research of that because of our spinal cord curvature. So sort of like we're bending down. So literally see people holding phone, and then they are actually 90, almost not 90 degrees upright, but almost 75 bending to 8 down. So you realize that they're almost hitting 45 degrees down to the down. And what can we do to solve such a problem? And then these technology companies like Apple, this guy also have got the same thing going on, Zuckerberg. So he's also is in what's the name? So his is where you use it in the game where you have the vision, you put on that and you can explore so many activities. You can even use it for gaming and that. So basically we're going to have a spectacle that sort of going to give us the ability to keep upright, and so for example, if you look at my spectacle, just imagine that I have my spectacle on and I can look at my charts, and then once I have my chart on, so I can be working and trading, isn't it? That would be crazy, right? Man,
That's how fast the generation of computers are traveling.
I'm telling you, it's so exciting. I will always be looking at the market and still be walking around. I think I'll be walking trader. Those those who already know me, I don't sit down for long. I can trade anywhere. I'm so excited about that. So excited about that. So excited about that.
Yeah, things are changing. Things are really, really changing, and the pace at it is changing is very fast.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I think when it's released, I think Ghanaians and Nigerians will be third on the release to have their share. So once it
because I
released,
see a lot of people talking about it online,
yeah.
and it's going for about, I think, $3,000 for the first release or something. That's what I think I saw.
That's not much, but the point is that it should do the job. Man, I want to have my chat, screw my chats in it, Yes, where am I? What? No. Where am I going to put my my trend lines? Up, down. Maybe there's going to be a way of going around them. Yeah. I'm really, really excited you joining me today. Desmond, thanks a lot. So Desmond have been one of my good fundamental traders. He sometimes says something blows my mind. So I really want him to give us a breakdown of what happened yesterday, what he was thinking, how he got into it, and then the number of pips he made, and then we just learn one or two from. As I said, we are all here to learn from one another. It's very important that we ask the right question, and also we ask the right questions. We help people to share their ideas. All right. So good morning to David. Good morning, David. You're welcome. So Desmond, what happened yesterday?
Well, I'll take the opportunity to welcome everyone to our Wednesday live section.
Right.
Those who are not here are really missing a lot. Those who are not here are really missing a lot.
Share the link. Share the link.
If you share and subscribe, just click that notification button, and we are good to go, guys. Right. We are good to go. So yesterday, after your analysis on the chart, I went back. I was just waiting for the fundamentals to take place, and before we left, before we went off the live, we were saying that the CPI news, if it should come negative, we are looking at a rally of gold to the upside.
Yeah.
So what happened was that our zone was still in place, and I was looking at the market breaking and retesting the zone before I could scale in some entries on buys on gold.
Okay.
That was very quick. So I realized that I got in fast, but I was stopped out. So I just relaxed and I was watching what the market was actually doing. So literally, I did not even go back to the gold chart, but I went to the pound yen.
Okay.
Sorry, the euro yen.
Euro yen.
No, the euro yen is just like the pound yen. They move together.
Okay.
So I got a better entry on the euro yen, which made me some 30 pips on that market, and I left. And this morning I realized that it fly about 45 pips plus. Yeah. So it's very interesting looking at the market based on our zones.
No, okay.
Based on our zones, the zones we were targeting. And one thing is that looking at the fundamentals, at times if you are able to get your zones in place, you know where you are targeting. If the price is from this zone, the next likely zone for you to visit will be this side or this side. Your things are already set. So Mr. Lennis will always say, my arsenals are ready. I have to enter sniper entry into the market. So I think we should really plan on what we are looking at. When we plan before we get into the trade. Yesterday I realized that if I had wait, I wouldn't have taken that. I will stop at 20 pips, stop up on gold.
Okay.
If I had wait and allow the market to do what it wants to do, I think I'll be making some good number of pips from yesterday's entry. But as we always say, it is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
We are looking at it. Yeah. So this morning, Mr. Lennis, what are we looking at this morning?
Listen, I'm not done with you yet. Hold on, hold your horses. I'm not done with you yet. So why did you decide to pick pound yen? No, because we never looked at pound yen. You said there was a little correlation with pound euro yen. Why did you pick euro yen? You said there was a little.
Okay,
so why? Why? Just let us know. So
that morning, I saw an entry. If you look at the euro yen chart, you realize that it's in an uptrend. It's an uptrend. So that morning I saw a little pullback, which should be a retracement. So I jumped on from the area of retracement.
So it means that you were already in the market.
I was already in the buy. Okay. I was already in the buy. But I took off profit when I realized that the fundamentals was coming in.
Okay.
So after the fundamental had already played, I realized that it came back to the retracement, which was my previous entry. It came back to my previous entry, and I said, okay, if market should come back to this previous entry, which was previously my retracement point of entry. So I just jumped on it again, and it played out.
Okay.
So it was pure market structure. I used to catch the euro yen.
Okay, right. So if you have any question for Desmond, kindly put a question in the comment section. I wouldn't bring Desmond in if I'm not sure he has grown in fundamentals. He is one of the people that really sometimes he says some things about the fundamentals. I'm like, okay, he got it. Once you've got it, you've got it. That's the way trading is. You just keep growing in it. You keep developing yourself in it, and I think that he really got it. Okay. All right. So please if you have any question for him, put it in the comment section as well. That would be great as well. And once you are here, kindly click the like button. That would do good. So what are we looking at? So there's sort of like a fundamental today. So that's a bit of another thing that we are looking at this morning. So what are we looking at? You sort of like your opinion. My fundamental keen. What do you think?
Yeah, looking at gold. Are we talking about gold or the pound yen?
Let's talk about gold first, because the fundamentals have no pound in it. So let's talk about gold. As I did said earlier to everybody, earlier on there was the likelihood of market going up on gold, and I said hold your horses. So sometimes we say some of these things because of experience. So if you've jumped into the market on gold, you realize that you've shot yourself in the foot. Not just because we don't want you to place a trade, it's because we are trying to control, tune in your ability to have patience with the market. So gone are the days that you jump for a buy and market knocks you out, go for a sell, market knocks you out. We're trying to help you sieve all those things out, have patience in the market and wait for that. And one of the people who actually have built that patience with me and have confidence in trading is our guest this morning, and he's Despot. I call him the king of fundamentals so far in my group. All right, so that's more exactly. So I think let me give you exactly what we're looking at for today. Today is Wednesday, the 14th, and because I have not really, I didn't pick a trade yesterday. I've not updated this week profit, because definitely once I've not traded, there's no need for me to add any. So we still remain with Monday's profits. Peps gained. Okay, so today we have called PPI. We have PPI at 12:30. Then we have FOMC 6. So that's what do you think?
Looking at gold. If we are looking at an intraday trade, we should be looking. I'm actually looking at the retracement before we can look for the buys. I'm looking at the retracement up to a range of about. I'm looking at the retracement of 1948 thereabout.
Okay.
The price range of 1948.25.
1948. Okay.
Yeah, 1948.25. I'm looking at a retracement to that zone, which if you look at our support down, my support here down is at 1939.69.
1939. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking at an uptrend from that support, which has been playing up, moving upwards. But I'm looking for, if I should get a better entry, if we should look at a better entry, I'm thinking we should get an entry around 1948.25.
Okay.
We should be targeting somewhere. We should be targeting somewhere around 1956.
1956.
Yeah,
Okay.
1956. If we should be looking at an intraday trade, but if we should be looking at a swing trade, depending on the fundamentals that are coming in, we should be looking at 1969 or 1970 thereabout.
Oh, beautiful. 1969, 1979. With the fundamentals, isn't it?
The fundamental, if it should play out in a bullish move.
Okay.
Yes, PPI is able to move about 100 and 150 pips, so we can see ourselves there if it should play out.
Okay, that's beautiful. Right.
So I'm looking for a buy, but I'm looking for a retracement to that zone before we can enter the market.
All right. So I've not received any question from anyone yet to Desmond. So Desmond looks like questions are not coming, but once question them, be ready for a heavy question. So definitely someone is going to drop a heavy question. They are just waiting for you to finish so that you drop a heavy question. So that's for the PPI. And what about FOMC around 6?
For FOMC, I've actually picked some fundamental I'm looking at, and FOMC is not part of my fundamental. It's not part of my fundamental because looking at the personal studies I've done, the backtesting I've done on fundamentals, the way FOMC used to be previously, I think there are a lot of changes happening on FOMC.
A lot of changes have happened on FOMC.
So I decided to let sleeping dogs lie.
Oh, good days. Good days.
It's not really part of my trading notes currently.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No. It's undoubtedly the same way I also think. Because years back, trading fundamental was the cream of the cream. For example, if I wanted some, good profit, I can just risk it, and I know the market is going to fly in my direction. Now, whipsaw, like what happened yesterday. Oh God, it was crazy. I came back and looked. I said, "What kind of whipsaw is that?" I went back to play the whole thing. And I realized that there's no chance, someone also put it in the comment section that it was great. Eric said yesterday news was great. And also another one also put it that the dollar was weak, but still bullish momentum. Buyers lost. That's Patrick also said that. So there are a couple of things that happened in the markets that we probably would have looked out for. But I think I did explain exactly what we should be looking at. If you look at the charts yesterday, so I'm just going to go a little bit down for us to have a look at that. So I did explain the reason why the arrows did explain that. I think that Desmond also confirmed that you see where we have this zone was a pressure area. So we're waiting for the market to break this zone, pull back, and then have a continuation. So when the news actually come, we expected, which it did anyway, to break the zone, but it couldn't sustain it. There was no sustenance, and then so we couldn't have a continuation to the upside. But it maintains the downside trend rather. So it means that whichever way it goes first, there's a lot of pressure. So can you imagine that you are in this trade for 30 minutes, it goes up, whip down, goes down, and then the next 30 minutes and the next 45 minutes before a direction is picked, and I was asking myself, will I have traded this if I wasn't if I was in front of the chart? And absolutely no, I wouldn't have traded that. I wouldn't have traded. Maybe I would have been caught in the crossfire of the buyers and sellers shooting arrows left, right, in there. But one thing I did remember, and that was the reason why I put in the how to call it, the arrows, was that I said, should the news finish and the news is heading downwards, we shouldn't look for anything buying, we should look for selling. So that was the reason why this arrow was placed there. So I think that sometimes when we do the analysis, and then you can just take a picture of the screenshot of that analysis have been done, keep it on your phone or keep it somewhere that you could have a look at it, and then we just follow for the day, and we had a nice move to the down. So those who maintained that, I hope Eric maintained that. So that's why Eric said yes. Yeah. So Perfection also said very on point with a zone. The zone, it is what it is. Sometimes I'm just relaxed, cool with the zones. I don't really stress myself when it comes to. So I don't change my zones. I don't change them often. I just doing some little tweaking around the whole thing. Yeah. But I think that Desmond, Desmond, how do you call it? Perfection, isn't it?
Well, not really.
Oh, not really. Perfection was in your section. It was in your intermediate section.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Perfection
Maybe he
was
has
in
changed the name.
yeah. Perfection was in docs. You know, docs group was different from your group, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, and then I think Perfection was in docs group, and then so one of these days we're going to get a dog around. We're going to get some Mr. Samuel. Um, let us to share their experience. Some old veteran traders that are really you know, they have
Yeah, well,
solid analysis, solid analysis. So basically that's what happened yesterday. One of the things that surprised me, which I would have been very much happy to trade, which I wasn't around, um, was that um, this man on pound yen. I'm like, and that's what you said. You said you traded euro yen, and then I saw this later on. I'm like, I saw it when it was almost here. Okay, it was almost here. We were doing the analysis of how far it have gone, and
yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, no, it's already gone. Just leave it. Oh, it's already gone. All right. So Emmanuel says, "Oh my God, I'm up." I don't really understand what that means, but you're up. Maybe you could explain in the comment section. Uh, so yesterday, with the news after 1 hour, whilst gold was struggling, we had this nice moves on pound yen, which I missed. I came a couple of hours later. I'm like, okay, so wow. So this morning I'm expecting a rally to the upside for a bit, breaking my level. Once my level is broken and I can see a very good sign of sell, I'm going to do that. Now, so if you are asking why am I not jumping into pound yen currently, to you might be seeing everything so clear, but maybe I'm not seeing the same thing you are saying. So let's take it easy. I may not be saying the same thing that. So we came whilst we joined the stream. It was somewhere here. We had a pullback down, and then we had this going on. That's almost 15 pips or so to the upside. But what's exactly what are we looking at? We're looking at the comfortable trades that we can enter the market and have a good realization, not worrying the market will change its mind. Because we had a rally to the upside yesterday, we should have a pull up a little bit and then pull down. So we'll talk about that. So Emmanuel said, what is the difference between the bar, the points, and the ups? Bar, points, up. Eric, redefine. If you say bar, are you talking about bar charts? If you say point, are you talking about pips and point and ups? Is it PPS? I have no idea. Kindly give us a little bit clarification to that. All right. And then Emmanuel says, "Oh my God, I'm up." Kindly just make the statement a little bit clear. And so that was a good trade yesterday, and even yesterday, it's just amazing how some of these things plays. I think that someone would have saw it. Yesterday I put this zone here. Just put this zone here, and it pierced through the zones, but later came back to the zone, and even that distance to the zone is 25. Oh, come on. This market couldn't have moved this way without me getting out 20 pips or 30 pips, 50 pips out of the market. No way. No way. No way. It shows. So Desmond, so that is your analysis. Is there any specific thing that you've been looking at? Is there any specific thing you've been looking at?
Is it on the pound yen?
Yeah, on the pound yen, on gold. Apart from what's your final verdict on some of them? What's your final bet?
Yeah.
I'm just about
Looking at the pound yen.
right.
Okay. Looking at the pound yen, this morning I saw that the Asian section has been ranging very well from last night. So it's just now that I see there is a little break from the Asian range. So if we are seeing a breakout from the Asian range, we should be expecting probably a pullback to retest our zone. Before, if we are anticipating a bullish move, we should definitely be looking for a pullback. Pullback before we enter. So my zone where I'm currently seeing the breakout is 176.878.
176.
So that's my yes, 176.87.
Okay.
That's my resistance zone where I see market breaking. But looking at the momentum at which it is breaking, I will be waiting for a pullback. I'll definitely be waiting for a pullback before I'll capitalize on any move to the upside. And I think last night I was just going through the overview of the pound yen. There is a far end up there that we are likely to go. Looking at the monthly charts, there is a far end up there. We should be looking for more bullish move, but we are looking for a retest on the zone. And I'm not keeping my bias on one side for a buy. We can also have a pullback, another significant pullback before we can look for another buy. So if our bullish move should fail and we should be going for a bearish move, I'm looking for a bearish move at 175.65. 175.6. That should be our target if we should be going for a bearish move at our current location. Where price is currently moving. We should be looking for, if we should be looking for a sell, we should be looking to target 175.65. Yeah, that would be my target if I should get into a good bearish move. It all may depend. So looking at PPI can take us to that bearish move or continue the rally to the upside. That is on pound yen. Yes.
Right. Beautiful. All right. Thanks so much for gracing giving us your opinion this morning. Really appreciate your your contribution. I'm really grateful. Currently it's almost 20 past 10. Definitely we have 40 more minutes, and if we look at the hourly candle, exactly what can we see? What's our look at the hourly candle with this? And as Desmond earlier says, is that we're looking at the Asia session that had a bit of if we look at it from that point, we probably would say we're looking at a bit of a channel during the Asian session. So we had a channel during and a break out of the channel during the Asian session. So we had sort of like a break, a reversal, and continuation of that. And so if we break it to the lower time frame, yeah, definitely would have seen that there was quite an opportunity on the lower time frame because it was up here, and here this was also give us a very good indication that market was going to go up, because we have the inverted hammer forming at this point and a close market fill in there, and then we have a rally to the upside of 14 pips. That now by the time we started it started moving this way, so we had a pullback. I never trusted this, so definitely never trusted it, because another thing is I have a short move. So if I take out the spread and then all those things, I don't think that was worth me jumping into the market. also to go for a buy. So currently we're looking to look at how the 30 minutes candle will close. So that is a 15-minute candle for that. So we have just less than 8 minutes for the 15-minute candle to close, and also look at it from a 30-minute perception. So we don't have, this candle is coming without no wicks to the downside. So that tells us something. Okay, that tells us that market will have to wick down at a point. You know, market will have to wick down at a point. There's no wick to the downside. So we'll just keep holding. Let's see how the 10:30 ends. Definitely, we're going to have 2 pips to bridge there, maybe to go upside, and then also we'll look at the 1 hour. We'll look at the 4-hour candle. Currently, we look at the 4-hour candle. The 4-hour candle probably tells us that that's the beginning of a new candle. So are we going to have the reverse of the 4-hour to the downside? Yeah, it might be, it might not. So we're going to just hold on. So let's quickly skip. I will come back to whilst we are waiting for the next 8 minutes for the, I will come back definitely to look at what we've got. Now, an earlier decision that we took was to wait on gold, and I explained the reason why we should wait on gold earlier on. So what we have over here, you know, earlier on, a lot of people were saying there was a momentum in the market when it comes to gold. So they actually based on that. But if you look at it, basically, if you look at it, this is what we're seeing, and then it rallied to the upside with the momentum on this candlestick. If you're looking at the 5-minute chart, so if you're also looking at the 15-minute chart, this is what happened. So you are probably say, oh, Lennis is flying, it's going to definitely going to go 30 pips, and you jump into it as a buy. Currently you should be feeling the pinch of it. Okay, you should be feeling the pinch of it. So that was one of the things I said earlier. Don't jump into the trade now. It's better to, you know, observe those areas and learn from them, that this is what happens, you know, and so that when we call for a trade to the downside, we call for the trade to upside. It becomes much easier for us to actually jump into the market, you know, jump into the markets to trade with. So there are good things that probably waiting can give, you know. Trading is almost 90% waiting. Okay, and did I say 90? 80% waiting, 10% buying, 10%, you know, selling. So we're looking at that. So if we look at quickly, let me just do something. Okay, let me just check this. All right, so markets have been rallying in the Asian section. So rallying up, well, and then based on the news, I think that market should have a correction. So let me give my opinion to this as well. Let me take out yesterday's because we are done with yesterday. Let me take out yesterday's view and then do my ABC. Nobody should ask me what the ABC is all about. Let me do my ABC. So what is my ABC? All right, so all right, so have we exhausted the C? I don't think so. Have we exhausted the C? No, 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 I don't think so. I don't think so. So I think that there should be a rally to the upside for gold because just based on some factors that we're looking at currently. So most of the things that I do say, if you have any comments, question, do put a question in the comment section as well. Oh, okay. So now I think that the point is made clear. So Eric says point and pips. Someone said, could you explain the fair value gap? It's a whole lecture talking about fair value gap. It's a whole lecture, but just give me some time. I should be able to break it down for you. So what is the difference between point and pips? Okay, now this what you know. Points are used in stocks. Okay, so the difference, so the smallest movement in stock prices are called points. Okay, when we talk about pips we talk about currency. Okay, so we talk about currency, pips when we talk about currency. So now what you need to understand is you can also set points in currency, but then the value is different. Okay, so when you have 100 points in currency, it literally means 10 pips. Okay, so 100 points in currency means 10 pips. Okay, so 200 points in currency just means how to call it, 20 pips. 20 points in currency means 2 pips. Okay, you should get it that way. So that's the difference between the points and the pips. And pips is the smallest movement a currency can make, the smallest movement. So that's why we say, okay, we are making pips. So when we trade the difference, that becomes the amount of money we're making, you know, times the amount of money we're trading. That is a volume. Okay, all right. All right, so I hope that's very, very easy, straightforward for you to grasp. Okay. Okay, so sometimes when I put out the analysis out there, I want you also to look at yours, because we're learning both ways, and then that you probably want to quickly understand what is going on. I understand what is going on there. So what exactly are we looking at currently? Gold looks like it is rallying down with speed, but don't get moved. It's right time. It's how many? 10:30 already. It's 10:30 already on gold. It's already 10:30 on gold. So what exactly are we looking at with the 10:30 10:30 on gold, 10:30 on gold. Yeah, we should have gold flying to the upside. So no, I'm just definitely going to break it down. So there's a huge wicks to the left on the current candle that we have. So we're expecting momentum to, you know, break to the upside. If you are having a sort of like a blareness on your, you know, on your YouTube, just kindly go to your YouTube settings and then select 1040p or 720p. That should clear your blareness, so that you can see exactly what we are talking about. Okay, exactly what you're talking about, because we're using a high resolution settings, so a way to make it much easier for quality to spread, but sometimes based on your internet connection, the quality will drop just to maintain connection. So just, you know, go to settings and then restore that as well in there. It looks like no more questions. Oh, listen, I'm going to talk about the fair value gap very soon. It needs Just let me finish what I'm talking about now, and that should be the next thing for me to talk about. Yesterday's move. Oh goodness. Rally, 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 rally. Rally 220 pips. Eric says you're saying 10:30, but you're not saying anything else. Eric, is to be in my shoes is a whole lot of serious game, So I do take my time to look at other things as well before, not because I want to talk, so I should just say anything anyhow. I have to do my analysis behind the scene, pretty much very okay, so that I don't make any kind of overlook certain things. Okay. I don't want to overlook certain things. I don't want to overlook certain things. Yeah, if you have to leave the stream for any other reason, probably you're at work or something, just make sure you click on the like button before you leave. If you're a new subscriber, if you're a new person also on the stream, just kindly click on subscribe, hit the like button. If you can't subscribe because probably you've not registered with YouTube on your device, then just like before you leave. Just click on the like button before you leave. That should be great. Before you leave. Eric is so much in a hurry to get into the market. Eric, just I've given you for I've talked about pound yen. I have to go back to pound yen and look at pound yen reaction. So let's look at pound yen reaction. Yeah, the same thing I was expecting. So for example, I'm not surprised pound yen is giving a momentum to the upside. Really not surprised. Not so surprised at all. Yeah. So Profession said, yeah, patience, take it easy. Yeah. That's what do you think?
Yeah, patience is the key.
Patience is the key. Yeah. Years back when I do analysis with people, and then I said, I think it's going to be a sell for the whole day. They go like, what is this guy talking about? No, we buy, and I don't always say that. Okay, fine, it's going to be a sell, never buy. But when you sell and you make some profit, the markets look like you're retracing, take your money and run away, and then come back and look for another sell. They go like, no, it's a buy, and then they end up swimming in the muddy waters, So we've been doing this for years, so we're still building experience each and every day. Okay. You can only get better each and every day. Get better to that. Get better. Get really better.
But then if we should be looking at gold flying to the upside, then would that mean that we should be looking for some short positions on pound yen?
Yeah. I'm actually waiting for. There are a couple of things I'm waiting for right now. I'm waiting for a candle, and I keep saying that because sometimes people really don't. I'm kind of like looking for a sign of exhaustion on the lower time frame. Okay, so I have checked out my lower time frame and looking for a sign of exhaustion. So why will I look for a sign of exhaustion? That actually will confirm to me that markets have really accepted that it wouldn't go up anymore. Okay, then once market tells me that, that's the way market talks to me. So you have to learn how markets talk to you. So once market learns to tell me that, listen, Lennis, I'm not really going to go up anymore, then I have a full confidence to go for a sell, knowing that no matter what, my sell will be valid. Okay, so as you said, it's the same thing. You know, we're going to wait. We're going to really wait for a sign for a short. I don't think it's going to be short, but I think that it's going to really give us a number of pips. You know, it's really, yeah, so it's really moving. And for all those who say, oh, but Lennis is moving up, it's really moving up. Yeah, yeah, just jump into it. I dare you to jump into it. You know, jump into it. Who is going to dare? Jump into it. Jump into it. Yeah. That's 15 pips, 16 pips from where we're looking at. It was 2 here. Yeah, so yeah, dare you jump into it. It will go to 178. Yeah, it'll go all the way up. I dare you jump into it. Amen. You know, jump into it. I'm not saying you're not going to make profit. That's not what I mean. Absolutely sure that's not what I mean. But it's just that we've known markets for a while now, so we try as much as possible to look at market behavior and avoid certain trades. Avoid certain trades. Really avoid certain trades. Look at market behavior and avoid certain trades. So because we'll have less than 20 minutes to end the stream, let's go back to gold and then finalize what exactly we've been talking about on gold, and then we can call it a day. Virtually, I'm looking at, should we move the morning stream to somewhere around 10 so that we 10 or 11 so that we can do New York session, so mid London session with early morning New York session. That depends on so that we can be in positive, because with a couple of trades that we've looked at, it looks like almost all the trades are maybe after when we are off the stream. That's sort of my observation in a way. All right, then we're breaking it down, so let's go to 1 hour. Okay, we're going to 1 hour. What exactly are we looking at? So all my trend lines, let's look at that. Okay, so probably I'll be looking at a bounce from my trend line. So a bounce from my trend line to the upside, continuous up. Okay, so looking at the bounce from that aspect of the market. So a 30-minute is closing like the 15-minute is closing like this. We have wicks to the left, wicks to the right. We have an embodiment in between that closed up. Yeah, we should have, okay. So just use your arsenals to, your right tool for the right, what you're looking at. But should we have, let's do the worst case scenario anyway. Worst case scenario.
Incoming mail.
Worst case scenario. Let's do worst case scenario. If we do a worst case scenario just means that we're going to rally to this level and then rally back for the news. That's the worst case scenario, because I have not drawn and made reaction of the move. So we literally have probably roughly 1 hour 45 minutes for the news. So if 1 hour 45 minutes, should have a midway reaction. So probably we're looking at this zone and then fly back depending on that, or maybe we'll come straight to the zone as Desmond says. So Desmond was actually saying that we might get tested to this, and then Desmond mentioned a couple of ranges that we're looking at for the day. So this one was actually looking at 1948 for a fly back to the upside. That's where market is currently, 1948 70 something, 48. Or he says that 1939 for a support area for market to fly up to the upside when the news comes in. So just sort of like mark those values and then those points on your chart, so that at least should any decision, you know exactly what you'll be looking at. We might be targeting all the way to 1962 above to 1966. Should we have negative news from the PPI? And then also we think that if the FOMC news is released, the US have sort of like so many things going on currently. Yesterday's news was negative, but we saw those funny moves in the markets where, you know, it's either traders or, you know, the market dynamics have changed really bad. So we have those whipsaw closing buyers out, causing them to lose money as well. So we probably will have to be cautious with the FOMC news, but then it can fly us up if it's bad. If it's bad on the dollar, it can fly us always, also almost getting to 175 to 180 zone area, trying to, you know, clear last week's clear certain high. I don't know if it's last week high, so let's look at that quickly. So it will clear yesterday's high, and then let's look at okay, so clear this whole zone high and then get to 1975, and then beyond 1975 is 1982. So if it's a bad news, really bad news, we should have that. So now, as I did say, that have a plan laid out. When you have your plan laid out, you'll be able to decide what you. So once your plan is now playing out, you know exactly what you should be doing. Once your plan is playing out, don't doubt it. You know. So someone called office line and said, "Oh, Lennis, you know everything you said was true, but I was just observing, and it went the way I." But then I had FOMO. And I had trading paralysis. I'm like, yeah. So once you believe that, just go into it, and if it goes well, fine. If you've gained, if it doesn't, it's a lesson learned. It depends on how you enter the market. Okay, depends on how you enter the market. So we have the last 15 minutes forming. So let me now put potential what we're looking at, so that at least if it happens to break this zone, I think that we're going to fly. Okay, so now at least now you know what zone we're looking at. So till they break that zone, I don't think you should pick a trade on if you are not already in the market. If you're already in the market for a sell as well, so you know what you should be doing. You know exactly what you should be doing also. we can expect the news to break to the downside and then break to the downside and then have an uptrend. Okay, so we could expect the news to break to the upside or break to the upside and then really continue upside. I'm not really looking at a market to break this zone, but that zone have been quite a while. It's just like the zone over here, so it have also been quite a while. Our standing zone, look at it, 1 2 3, that zone have been quite a while. So is the likelihood that this market zone can be broken? Even if it's broken to the downside and it appears back, then you are looking at a continuation to the upside. So let's have our plan all laid out quickly, deciding exactly what we'll be doing each and every time as well. Okay, so that is for gold. Okay, that's for gold. So let's currently look at yen, pound yen. Pound yen. What exactly are we looking at pound yen? What is going on with pound yen? Eric who said, but you're not saying anything. Eric. Oh, TSG Tech. Nice, bro. Yeah. TSG, what is your name? Let me know and give you a shout out. Thanks for appreciating and giving and encouraging. No, wait. Nice, bro. That's good. Yeah. TSG. Right, so basically, TSG, what we do, if you like to join us every day, 9 a.m. to somewhere 11:30, to analyze the markets where we are looking forward to, exactly some of the trades that we'll be looking out to. We take it easy by mapping up where we think markets will be heading towards in the future. Okay, we take it and then nice and slow, we enter the markets. And then whatever so far whichever we've been marking have been playing on nicely. So kindly join us. If you've joined us now, kindly hit on the subscribe button. That will be nice. Just hit on the subscribe button, hit on the like button. I just want to see you hit on the like button, and I want to see it reflected here correctly. All right, so hit on the like button. Beautiful. I've seen it. I have seen it. Nice one. So basically, we're looking at those areas to decide exactly what we're doing. And I did said earlier on that I'm not looking for a buy on pound yen, so that's why I've not really jumped into the market for an uptrend. And it's actually sitting a little bit above the key zone, key level. So we literally going to wait to see exactly what we should be doing at that areas for the day. So we've done the analysis for gold. Okay, now I wouldn't say much for pound yen because my bias for today, well, my interest for today is going to be on gold. But my trade for today, it's interesting. The trade for today that I'm looking at is I'm looking for some interesting points in gold. But I have my eye on pound yen as well for a reversal, a serious reversal to a point. So let's say here to here. So break of that. If I get a break of this key level area to the downside, I think I'll go for it for a 50 pips area. So let me quickly put something there. Let me quickly put something there. I think so. Let me quickly put something there and beyond. So probably I'll be looking at 50 pips. So I'll be looking at my I'll be looking at something around that area. So Bryce says, which area do you call the key zone? All right, so I'm calling on the pound yen. This is my key zone, zone here. So there are a couple of ways I draw my key zones. Okay, so intentionally we just put a line over there. So if I say intentionally, all right, so a lot of people here knows where the key zone is. So my key zone currently is at 170.00. Okay, 170.00. So expecting markets to rally down from the key zone, then for me to have a short sell to all the way to somewhere around around 176. Yeah, so I'm expecting sort of like a 50 to 60 pips. So definitely 60 pips, and definitely I'm going to capitalize on 50 out of the 60. Definitely. All right. So we've got the next 6 minutes. If there is no question, kindly put up. If you have any question, I know most of you are sort of like working and at the same time listening. Let's take it easy with the trade. If you have any question about areas that I've talked about, and one of the good aspects is here we don't call for like enter. For example, someone said, "Oh, tell me I should enter at 1972 as a sell." No. These are zones. These are areas. Okay, so basically any within that area, everything will have to be in place, to know that you are comfortable to take the trade around those areas. Okay, so there's nothing like I've missed so if I say 1972 and you are not in the market at 1972, but you are sort of like 1971, 1973 thereabout, and you've missed it, I don't really think that is going to help you in the future. Okay, precise sort of entry. And but then once we have that kind of understanding, that should give us a clue. And moreover, we'll also not tell you exactly what stop loss to use, because by now you should know your stop loss. But if you have any issue about that, I think that contact Forex Trading Academy. I'll let them put their information there. Contact Forex Trading Academy. And probably if you need help in anything, just communicate with them. Someone said that it's a bit on the high side when it comes to the stream, because it looks like everything is advanced. Yeah, because I don't really do babysitting of people who are new to the market by saying, okay, this is where you click a buy, this is where you click a sell. But I solely that's why you're still around. Beautiful. So just where you click a buy, just imagine that doing that this morning. Okay, you click a buy here, you click a sell here,
Sell there.
Is that?
Buy here and sell there.
Buy here and sell there, and all that. People wonder why is your chart clean and there's no sort of like moving average running on the charts, and then let's say with my intermediate session, I do tell them that listen, you have all your tools ready. It's just like you enter your workshop or you enter your kitchen, okay, and you decide to prepare a particular meal. You know the right tools to have them all around, but you don't put all of them together. I don't know if you put. I don't think you can pour everything like okay, yeah. Let me have the oil in the pan. Let me have the pepper in the pan. Let me have everything together. No, every ingredient or every tool will have to come handy as and when you need them. Okay, so as and when I need them, I have another chart. I pull them on it. I look at it. If it makes sense, if it's the right tool to use, and it gives me the result I'm looking at. This one is that not what I've been preaching all this while?
Exactly what you've been preaching.
Yeah. And sometimes also I sort of like disagree with a lot of people who says that, oh, I am a price action guy. I know I don't use indicators. I don't do this. I'm like, yeah. Someone, yeah, you can be a price action guy, but if you don't really know price action into details, that's also sort of like a disadvantage. You have to really know price action, and price action, there are a lot of topics that comes together to give you a price action. Okay, so you don't just look at someone say, oh, it's just naked chart, no indicator, nothing, I don't use anything, I don't look. Then you don't really understand the candlestick movements. Each candlestick, you don't know the candlestick patterns, the names, what it means, and that. So if you really want to know much of these things, and if not really done in the intermediate, I think that you should contact Forex Trading Academy. I think they will probably put in their contacts at that side of that. So yeah, you can go ahead and put it out there. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, beautiful. So you can get in touch, tell them exactly what support you need. Probably you need mentorship, you need coaching, you need intermediate level training, and that. So hey, 2 more minutes for us to. Okay, so Desmond, what's your last word? So before we leave today, what was your last word? What exactly was your last word?
Yeah, I think trading is just like any other skill we can just master. But any other skill, it takes time to really master the craft. So with the idea of some of us trying to make $1 million in a week of we started out to trade, we know the results of that. So we should really learn, then we later earn from whatever we have been able to accumulate in aspect of knowledge. So I would say we should really take advantage of Forex Trading Academy. This is a place where you are not only you will not be told buy here, sell here, as Lennis was saying, but you are actually trained to take your personal trades with no one even watching you, and you having the confidence of the market. So I think that will help all of us. That will help all of us. Yes.
All right. Oh, thanks so much for joining us this month. I'm really grateful for your time, sharing your experience on the market as well. I hope a lot of people have learned from what you shared, and we're just going to watch it fulfill. Definitely, let's see how it goes. When we make too much money, we'll definitely bring you up tomorrow for your share of your money. We will send you YouTube money. Desmond, thank you, and have a lovely day. Really appreciate your time with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Okay, so definitely have a lovely day. I think, Emil, you are late. Join us tomorrow. We'll have a breakdown of that's again in the morning. So join us tomorrow, 9 a.m. GMT, for us so that you can ask all the questions. You see our breakdown of the market as well. Have a wonderful day and see you when tomorrow, God willing. It is what it is when we trade. Please focus and take a good decision. Enjoy.